This is BBC Radio 1. Now, in a change to our scheduled programme, we join BBC News 24, BBC World, and the BBC World Service for breaking news from Zambia and Southern Africa.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of the BBC World Service. Southern Africa has erupted into chaos after peaceful youth protesters turned violent after attacks by government forces in several countries. And now over to Anjali Ayer in Cape Town, South Africa with more on the situation.
This is Anjali Ayer in Cape Town, South Africa, on the slopes of Table Mountain overlooking Cape Town. From this vantage point, I can see much of Cape Town on fire, especially the townships. The riots have completely destroyed all normality for years to come. The riot started when protesters protesting, in one protester's words, all collaborators with the forces of oppression, meaning all those who gained from the various wars and exploitation of Africa over the years, including Western nations and local governments. But hidden among the anti-colonial message is a call for generational war as well. They see the government as led by corrupt old men who need to be washed out and replaced with new, young leadership. After numerous peaceful protests in the last few weeks, several governments in Southern Africa decided to move to restore order and unity and prevent any popular movement from toppling their governments by quelling the protests. However, government forces used too much force for the protesters to bear, causing them to riot. The violence has now spread throughout Southern Africa as millions of people vent years of frustration with everything. The European Union, African Union, and United Nations warn that violence will spread to the rest of Africa if nothing is done to quell the situation. The United Nations Security Council is debating. Oh my God! I can see what appears to be a meteor or missile or some kind coming down, headed right for central Cape Town. The object has a bright streak behind it and
I'm sorry, we've seemed to have lost contact with Anjali Ayer in Cape Town, South Africa. We also appear to be having some transmission problems and request that you stand by as we fix them.
Please stand by. We are having technical difficulties. BBC Radio 1 internet broadcasting is now offline due to technical problems. The service will be restored as soon as possible.